All right, that's it. Welcome to Trudging Along, everyone.
Trudging, just trudging.
That's how we're doing it. My name's Trev.
My name's David, and trudging is a great word. Say it, it's trudging.
Trudging, to trudge, the slow, weary, yet determined walk of a man who has nothing left in life but to simply soldier on.
Is that what it means?
That's what Chaucer says in A Knight's Tale. That's what
fucking
Paul
depressing.
Bettany. Yes, it is. Yeah, no, how like life, you know? You take the good, you take them bad, you take them both, and there you have.
Okay, I just want to jump right in.
You want to jump right in because I gave you a little piece of news right off the top
I'm
before
so
we started
excited.
recording, and now you're pumped, you're ready, you're hot,
It's
you're locked, and you're ready to rock.
It's unbelievable. They should make major motion pictures with famous actors. Okay, so first of all,
So the news I gave to you is that they have made a Fear Street trilogy.
okay, but before you start with that,
Okay.
I just have to say, coming of age. This is R.L. Stein was a coming of age.
Coming of age and coming on age.
Both. Well, hopefully he's not. But that author was the bomb. Goosebumps.
Yeah, he's still with us.
Goosebumps were for kids, and then Fear Street was for teenagers.
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So Goosebumps was the more child-friendly version. What did you have there? You had the Abominable Snowman of Pasadena, the Haunted Mask. Did you ever read Goosebumps?
I read them all. I had whole sets. All the sets.
What were some of your favorites? Do you remember any?
Yeah,
the Night of the Living Dummy.
The Night of the No, that was I'm afraid of. Are you afraid of bees? I don't know if you remember this one.
Are you afraid of bees? Yeah.
That one was really good.
Why the fuck was that one of your favorites?
The haunted amusement park, that was pretty good too.
Escape from Horrorland.
Escape from Horrorland, that's one. Yeah.
That one was. Did you ever play the video game series? They made a video game series.
Oh, I really love Let's Get Invisible.
Let's Get Invisible. That was what. Yeah. That would be a great tattoo for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm sure a lot of people want
that invisible guy with the bandages, and then he's like, isn't he suntanning or something?
Yeah. It's such a good book. What's my favorite?
I liked the Haunted Mask.
The Haunted Mask was pretty good. Yeah,
that one was dope. The TV series, by the way, filmed in our country.
Oh yeah, in Ontario,
filmed in Canada. Yeah. Did you ever play the Escape from Horrorland video game?
I did. Yes.
Okay, so it was a computer game. It was. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
It was very low budget.
No, it wasn't. They had fucking Jeff Goldblum in it.
I know he was the voice, but I still thought it was low budget.
No, he wasn't just the voice. At the end, at the climactic battle sequence, you see him. Yeah. Do you want to know how that came about? Is that DreamWorks was the one that made it, and Spielberg.
Also, Jeff Goldblum was a bit of a lull at that period.
What? It was like 96. He was coming off. He was out to star in The
yeah.
Lost World.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
What do you mean a lull? He was at the top of his game.
Has he ever been in a lull? He has been in a lull.
I mean, depends what you think of as a lull.
2000 on.
I don't think Jeff Goldblum has ever been in a lull. I think he's always been doing his own thing.
Yeah, he's great. What am I saying?
He marches to the beat of his own drum.
Forgive me, Jeff.
Forgive me, Jeff.
But anyways, Fear Street. Did you know that he came out
so back to the news at hand.
He wrote one adult novel too, and I bought it. It was disgusting.
Oh, so you're a big fan.
Oh yeah.
You're like a diehard fan of R.L. Stein.
Oh, he was my favorite.
So wait, disgusting in what way? It was just too graphic, or was it pornographic in nature?
It was both. It was a hard.
It was pornographic in nature.
It was an adult, horror novel, like Stephen King-esque.
So
about a serial killer.
Night of the Living Dildo, and not Night of the Living Dummy.
No, what was it called again?
The Haunted Masseuse.
No, was that a Goosebumps one?
No. I mean, I don't think so. It shouldn't have been. Goosebumps was for children. You shouldn't be talking about masseuses, massage therapists, especially haunted ones.
What was it called? I read it years ago. It's Superstitious. That was what it's called. It was fucking 1995. It was fucking. I was only 14. Maybe that's why I shouldn't have read it.
It's kind of a dud of a title, though. Superstitious.
It was a hard R.
Okay, so it left an impact on you. Can you share with the class?
No. Now I'm just excited because you said that they're coming out with the fucking Fear Street series on Netflix, but it's rated R.
Right. Yes. So that's the big news. So they've actually filmed 3 movies.
That's awesome.
It's Fear Street 1996, Fear Street 1973, and Fear Street 1666. And all 3 are in the can, and all of them are being released this July, 1 week apart.
That's awesome.
So there'll be 3 Fear Street movies.
I'm looking at the Fear Street books right now, and my favorite was I'm looking at the cover. Right, sorry to interrupt you, but I'm just giddy.
No, go ahead. Yeah,
I'm looking at the cover, and it brings back fucking grade 9. It's called Ski Weekend. It was about a killer when they're on a ski trip.
What's the one? Don't get sick at grandma's house or something? Don't get sick at granny's? Was that one?
I don't know.
I remember the cover was very disturbing to me. It was like a weird old lady with a thermometer or something. And it's like if you get sick at granny's, she's basically going to kill you.
Fuck.
It had some kind of like Munchausen's syndrome-esque stuff to it.
Really?
That's what it's called, right? Munchausen's?
Is that when you fall in love with your captor?
No, that's Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Munchausen's is when you... Is it when you
and this one, too. Remember
sick?
the Christmas one? Silent Night?
Yeah. Even the font...
the font and the illustrations are the bomb. Oh, and this one, too. I read this one, The Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, I bet you did.
Oh, yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, that looks like some spank bank material for you. Well, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I think that this is definitely what streaming services
should be
doing.
Yes.
It's like a properties that, wouldn't exist because they wouldn't get a theatrical release. And then here we are getting 3. We're getting a trilogy in as many weeks. That's kind of gluttonous, but I'm down.
Wait a minute. Which one are they basing it off of?
I don't know if they're basing it off of any particular ones or if they're just using Fear Street as like the go-to.
Oh yeah, Fear Street is an upcoming American horror films directed by Lee Janik, whoever that is, based on the book series.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're taking multiple plot lines. I don't know if they're taking no plot lines at all, and they're just slapping Fear Street on there to.
It's hard, but the actors are all fucking kids.
What?
I'm looking at the cast.
Well, look what they did with It.
Oh yeah, you're correct. Oh yeah. There's some adults in it too. Jillian Jacobs is in it.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Were you a Community guy? I enjoyed it, but I wasn't part of that rabid fan base.
And I just didn't like the cat. I didn't like the characters. I didn't care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't part of that rabid fan base, but there's a very I wouldn't say small, I would say large vocal group.
For Community, I did like the series she did on Netflix that no one liked. After a while, it got repetitive. But Love with
I didn't see it. Wasn't that Judd Apatow produced?
Yeah.
Nice.
Written by the guy, the other co-star. He co-wrote it too with Judd Apatow. He also
the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, he also wrote Pee-wee's new movie.
Oh, nice. Actually, speaking of Community, I'm wearing my Rick and Morty shirt. No offense to Dan Harmon, by the way. Just, different strokes for different folks.
Oh, yeah.
Big Rick and Morty guy, not a huge Community dude. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I tried to watch a few episodes of it because I wanted to know what all the fuss was about, and it wasn't blowing my skirt up.
Okay, so the Fear Street news, it's got you all.
Oh, that's got me just.
Twitter
what do you say? It's got me turgid.
Turgid, not turgid.
Oh, turgid.
Yeah, okay.
What's that?
You don't like
again?
that word, or you just don't like the definition of that word. Engorged with fluid.
Ew. Is that the definition of turgid?
Yeah.
That's fucking gross.
It talks about like plant veins swelling with fluid, or your penis.
With blood?
Well, yeah, I hope that's blood.
Who's the director? Let's see this fucking Lee Janik.
All right, you don't have to go to that deep dive now. I
want to know what
you at the end of the podcast because now you're just gonna spend the whole time researching this fucking.
No, I got it. She's already up.
There's a trailer out for it.
Oh yeah,
but I'm not watching it. I'm gonna go in cold.
She's only directed. What the fuck?
They gave her the keys to the kingdom. New directors. You got to start somewhere, man.
No, she did a movie called Honeymoon. It was a horror film. Fear Street Part 1, 1994, Part 2, 1980. So it's going backwards in time?
Yeah, I guess.
That's kind of stupid.
Okay, you're already shitting on it. You haven't even seen anything about it yet.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe it's maybe it's not a connected trilogy. Maybe it's like an anthology.
I think it is.
So then it doesn't matter.
The trailer looks pretty fucking good.
I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of horror films set in like
but past
1600s.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Like everything
I'm not
about
by
that
a
time
today. Like it's just like it doesn't relate.
Everything about that time is already horrific to me.
Yeah, so who cares?
People are shitting in buckets, and like if you got a splinter.
Teeth. Yeah, they cut your arm off.
Exactly. Your teeth are rotting in your skull all the time. Can you imagine making out with anyone at any age?
People's lifespans were like 10 years.
I should clarify. I meant like whether you're a teenager or an adult. That's what I meant when I said any age there.
And people's lifespans are like 20 years. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I just like there's horrific things just in living in that time without adding poltergeist to it. Okay,
look, the trailer that looks spooky.
That's fucking awesome. That's going to be the 1994. Yeah, it's 94 one.
Yeah.
There's an image of some guy in a classic like skeleton Halloween costume. It looks like he's about to crawl out of someone's living room window, maybe even a bedroom window. The kind that slides up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's how you know that movie fucks.
I don't know any of this cast though. That's scary too. Except for Jillian.
You know what? This is the kind of movie you don't want big names in. It's the second you introduce big names to a movie like this, you already know intuitively who's gonna die in what order, give or take.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? They're not going to pull a Deep Blue Sea where all of a sudden Sam Jackson gets killed in the first third. Okay,
one of the guys that's casted this is his headshot.
Well, he's shirtless. So his headshot's a torso shot, and he's shirtless. He's got quite a good body, but I don't think he maybe takes the craft all that seriously.
No, I think he's doing it for other reasons.
Yeah, I think he's pulling an Addison Rae, as it were.
Yeah, or every cast member on
your go-to Riverdale. Yeah. Okay. I mean, are you sure that's his headshot? Maybe that was just a promotional shot.
Okay, here. So that was one of his headshots. They get worse.
Okay, you know what? I don't think I need to know that or see that or anything. It's just going to annoy me. Okay, yeah, no, that's, I think he saw Zoolander once, maybe? That one's normal. That's a normal one. That's a still from a movie. That's not a headshot.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's a fucking headshot, though.
Are we sure that's a headshot?
I swear to God it's a headshot.
His character, if that's, okay. So yeah, anyone listening to just the audio portion, he's sitting cowboy style in a chair. So he's got the chair turned backwards, and he's sitting with the backrest in front of him, and he's leaning casually on one elbow, shirtless, but in such a position that you can see his abs rippling and his pectorals nicely.
What did the photographer say? Next shot, it's called The Fucking Loser. Okay. What's that entail? Turn your chair around and take your shirt off. This is going to
be your future Raya profile picture. You know what Raya is?
No.
It's a dating app, but only for celebrities. So you have to be a verified celebrity.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's fucking weird.
So I kind of get why it exists. I think you could be like a prominent newscaster though, and be on it with like professional tennis athletes as well as movie stars. So I think it's anyone with any kind of public notoriety in any sphere, as far as I understand.
Oh, seriously? So if you have a blue tick mark beside your Twitter account or your Instagram?
I mean, maybe. Yeah, it could be. It's a kind of a good way to look at it. If you're verified. Well,
but have you been on?
A lot of people are verified that don't have.
People on Twitter are all verified, and they're crazier than it's like looking at.
I think they stopped verifying people on Twitter.
Insane Asylum memoirs.
Yeah. Did you see? Speaking of Insane Asylum, did you see Ricky Schroder verbally assault a Costco
I had to turn it off because he's too, it's just sad.
I didn't even watch it. I just saw the title and I was like, yeah, that checks out.
But look at him, what do you like?
Look at who, Ricky Schroder? Yeah, I didn't even see what he looks like. Didn't even look at an image. I've decided to try this thing where if I see something that pisses me off and it's not something that I need to know about, I just go away. I know about Ricky Schroder assaulting.
Oh, that's why
Costco.
I turned it right off. I accidentally clicked on it. It started, and I stopped it because I'm like.
Well, yeah, because a lot of times when you scroll, it automatically starts the video up, right?
And I could see his face pause, and I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good.
I didn't see what he looks like. I just okay, I know that's the thing that's happening. I don't need to know about it. It's going to affect my life in really no major way except to piss me off.
He looks like a guy that you caught sleeping in your garage for 3 days.
How the mighty have fallen. But I also. Yeah, I think, it's tough, right? Because here's a guy, I'm going to try and empathize with him not knowing anything about him. Here's a guy who grew up as a kid having everything he kind of wants, and then as an adult wondering why that all went away.
He's a classic child star. They make movies about that.
He was in a season. I rewatched 24 this past fall. He was in a season of 24. I think it's season 4.
Oh, really?
He comes in as Special Agent Mike Doyle.
Did he do a good job?
Mike Doyle was the name of my childhood best friend.
Did he do a good job?
Weird. No, he was absolutely terrible. really kind of took away from the show overall.
How long was his show on the air for? I think it was popular.
What was his show?
Silver Spoons.
I was going to say Silver Spoons, not knowing if that was correct at all. I'm going to look it up on IMDb. It might crash my computer again like last week. Sorry about last week.
Wait, no, I got it right here. 116 episodes. It aired from September 25th, 1982 to May 30th, 1987. That's a decade almost.
It ran from 82 to... That's exactly half a decade.
82 to 87?
Yeah.
What's that? How many seasons is that?
That's 5 years. So a decade's 10 years.
Oh, yeah. What am I saying? Okay, you know what?
I'm getting a real good idea on how you round up when anyone asks your penis size.
So five seasons is pretty big for a television show?
4.5. It's like you're going to call it 9. You're going to double it. Basically, anything with numbers, you're going to double it. I like that.
It's 5 seasons big for a television show, isn't it?
I mean, at that time, there wasn't tons on TV. I don't know if 5 seasons was a long... And like how many episodes per season?
Well, it was 117 episodes altogether.
So that's like 25 episodes?
Yeah, that's
season?
normal.
117, right? So like a little less, 22. Yeah, 24. Yeah, that's normal. Oh my God, Alfonso Ribeiro was in that? They named his character Alfonso in the show.
Oh, actually, he looks so...
Did they not know many black people? What's your name, sir? We need a black character. Alfonso. We're going to call you Alfonso in the show.
What?
I hate when they do that. Just give him a different fucking name.
Oh my God,
Ricky Schroder. Is he still acting?
He is. I'm looking at it right now.
Honestly, his picture on IMDb looks like a normal, a genuine...
Yeah, I think he's still a normal guy.
Well, not after that apparent video, he's not. If you're anyone, I don't care if you're a well-known person or not, and you're assaulting an employee at a grocery store...
He won a Golden Globe in 1980.
Because, how old is he, 6? They shouldn't be giving out Golden Globes to 6-year-olds.
What is his net worth? $25 million. He's not doing that bad.
Oh my God, his latest credit is for apt pupil, and then in brackets it says abandoned.
He's worth $25 million.
Dolly Parton really likes him. His 2 previous credits were Dolly Parton's Christmas of Many Colors, Circle of Love, and then Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors. He played Robert Lee Parton. Oh,
holy shit! Look at him holding a Golden Globe up. He is like 7 years old.
Wait a minute. I got to get back to your screen. Can you tap on your screen because it's all washed out when you hold it up on the... Oh, okay. Still the same. I get it.
Fuck it. He's there. He's really young, holding the Golden
Globe.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter if you're famous or not. If you're assaulting any employee at an establishment for... Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Did they give him a special tiny one so that it looked normal size?
I think they did.
That's good. That makes sense. Let me finish my fucking train of thought, though. If you're assaulting anyone at a grocery store, fuck off. Fuck you. You have no right. They're not the ones setting the rules. If you go to Al's Toy Barn and you get pissed off at Al for any rules he has, fine. Fair enough. Although, unless, to be fair, if Al is told those are the rules by the city or the state. You can't get mad at these people.
He's got hot daughters.
Okay.
Look.
I don't need to look at his daughters. First of all, do we know how old they are there?
Oh, they're in their 20s.
When I asked you that question, you got Fear Street in your eyes there. So
his daughters they're adults.
They're adults now, but when was that photo taken? I'm not gonna be ogling his daughters. Really at all, but especially if they are not of age.
He's got a nice family.
Okay. We went from hot daughters to nice family very quick, and that language you're now using.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Now you got me tripping here.
Yeah, you're way too close to the microphone, by the way.
Sorry. Oh wait. Okay. What?
Yeah. These are things you really want to. You got to pay attention to the fine print.
What?
He was in Get Him to the Greek as Ricky Schroder. Oh, as himself.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, 24. Oh, he was in season 6. My bad. That was season 4. He's in season 6, 2007. Hasn't done a lot since then. He was in Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Look at this.
Wait, is it more daughters?
No, in 2019, Schroder was arrested twice for suspicion of domestic violence and was held in low of $50,000 bail. The woman involved in these was not identified.
You know, has anyone talked about Ricky Schroder as much as we have in the past 7 minutes? I'm kind of done with Ricky Schroder, I think. Also, I'm surprised I'm still able to pronounce his name because it's one of those names where the more times you say it, the more weird it sounds, and the less likely I will be able to say it correctly. So, how old is he now? 50 something? Is 51? He's still a young guy.
He's a weirdo.
Wait. What gave it away?
Okay, but he also, in 2020, remember that 17-year-old kid that went to one of the riots and shot people, saying it was self-defense? I don't know if you remember that. In
what year? 2017?
2020. Remember when
I remember, yes.
The BLM riots, that crazy kid started shooting people.
He crossed state lines, right?
Yeah, he showed up with a machine gun because he said he was defending people's rights.
Yes, I remember, yes.
So, Ricky Schroder was one of the major contributors to his $2 million bail fund.
He got $2 million for bail?
Yeah.
Was that what it was set at?
Yeah.
Or did he just get...
So, a lot of celebrities and people that thought he was right and what he did bailed him out.
Okay, well, yeah, good for you, Ricky.
That's kind of fucking weird.
Bailing out homicidal maniacs and also yelling at Costco employees. I mean, for Friends Bingo, he's checking off all the marks for me.
His stock just plummeted. Huh?
Yeah, his stock plummeted quicker than Bitcoin did. Did you see that crypto market lost $1 trillion?
Oh, why? What happened? Did someone go online and say that?
No, actually, it's more of a... It's more of a authentic reason. It's that China banned financial and payment institutions from providing cryptocurrency services.
Oh, that's huge. So you can't even...
It's more of a legitimate reason than Elon Musk sending out a tweet.
You can't even use it then.
It was at like 65,000 Canadian a Bitcoin. It dropped to like 45,000. Dropped a lot.
Schroeder's daughter is 20 years old.
Okay. Now or in that photo?
I don't know. She's a model though.
No, stop!
She's 20 years old.
In that photo?
She's on the runway. This is a runway model photo.
Oh yeah, you have to be of age to be
a runway model. Yes.
Right?
Yes, 19 and older.
Do you?
You have to be. You can't rock down the runway like that.
Stop holding your phone. I have to check into this. Do you have to be... How do I word this without tipping off Google?
And the other daughter's 25.
Hang on. Maybe this. How old do you have to be to model? I'll put for Victoria's... Well, no, Victoria's Secret says to model swimsuits. I don't like any of this. Okay, the typical age is 16 to 21.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Well, that doesn't answer our question in any kind of helpful capacity.
Okay.
How much do they make? They don't make a lot.
Models?
Based on the latest jobs data nationwide, swimsuit or lingerie models can make an average annual salary of $37,240.
Yeah, but that's off of just doing that. I think they get all their money in
sponsorship deals and
sponsors,
stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. What is the age limit for modeling?
If you're a popular model and you hold up like a product,
glamour models need to be a minimum of 18 years of age. How do I become a swimsuit model? How can I become a model at 14? That's not something that you should be Googling 14-year-olds.
That's a thing? Someone wrote that in?
This is what's commonly searched for. Can you be 5'2" and be a model? Sure. Is 25 too old to become a model?
How to be a model at 14? That's fucked up.
How tall are swimsuit models? What are the 4 types of models? Oh my God. There are 10 main types of modeling? This is a whole world that I don't even want to know about. Runway models, swimsuit and lingerie. Okay, runway separate.
Industry.
Commercial, fitness, parts, fit, promotional. Wow.
There's even plus-size models.
How to become a bikini model. Yeah, but the whole modeling thing's so fucked up because I don't want to get into it. It's just so fucked up. Like, what does even that mean, a plus-size model? I mean, it's all just, it's all fucked.
You mean it should just be a model, same as the other ones?
Well, it's just such a fucking bizarre, weird thing. And I think influencers, especially now that we have like social media, are wresting control away from what it used to be, especially in like the 90s and 2000s. But I don't know enough to comment either way, really, if that's a legitimate statement I just made. I just would think that it's kind of trending more that way because that's where the money's going. Not because it's morally or ethically right, but because that's where the dollar bills are going.
Dollar bills, y'all.
You get it?
Dollar bills.
It's kind of adjacent to our industry, though, right? That's the kind of the. I mean,
it's exactly the same.
You did that Samsung commercial, and then like it was the DOP, right? Same guy that did the movie It.
Yeah.
And then like anything I've done commercial wise always pays a lot more than anything I do acting wise. So I think it's kind of, if you're able to land a quote unquote modeling gig or a commercial gig, it's gonna pay the bills for the shit you actually want to do. Although not to take away from anyone that wants to actually model, it's just me.
Also, you know why that guy was DOP on the Samsung commercial? Because he's a famous South Korean cameraman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like he's well known in the film world there.
In South Korea, yeah.
Gotcha. Also, like, if he's got the kind of notoriety to get a gig like a AAA title like It for a studio. My point is that like Samsung and those like Maytag, any of those big brands are going to pay for like the top guys in those fields. And the reason that someone like that guy, I would think anyways, or if I were in his position, the reason I would take that job isn't because I'm able to really express myself through the medium. It's because I'm going to get a fucking fat paycheck, and now maybe I can go do an indie film that really interests me but doesn't pay nearly as much.
Oh yeah.
But that's just me. Like the reason I have no interest in taking a commercial for acting. I go on commercial auditions and I take that work if I get it because it pays well.
Some of them would be fun. Yeah, you're right. But I think you could probably get a little bit of fun comedically acting out of some commercials.
Yeah, some commercials for sure. If they give you room to maneuver,
like
and that's
play.
the type.
You could play a lot in a commercial if you get the right one. I think.
Yeah, like I shot those series of commercials last year for that tech company.
Oh yeah.
And that was a lot of fun because the commercials
the football
themselves.
One was fun too. See, that's what I'm saying. Like when you get to
the NFL one they did.
Yeah, the NFL one.
Those ones. I was lucky because they were kind of like in my wheelhouse and a lot of fun. Like I could play around a bit and I got to
with
do
the way you
fun
fainted
stuff.
and shit.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, some I don't know, regular generic like a bank commercial or something.
Yeah, those are just a paycheck.
Unless you're the spokesperson and you get to riff a bit. Like the A&W guy, that guy fucks because he gets to have a good time and he gets a sick check.
Oh, he probably. I looked it up. Remember we looked it up? He makes like $250,000 a year off of the commercials.
The trade-off though is that like he can never audition for
anything,
a TV show or a movie.
Oh, I think he
at all
still could.
Well, unless it's like a huge project. Not even, because then he's just recognized as the A&W guy, right? Having that kind of, or like Flo from Progressive.
She makes $500,000 off of.
But she has to because all of the job opportunities are kind of gone for her for a while. Because she's Flo from Progressive, unless she gets really like Charlize Theron in Monster. Unless she really,
there's a major movie coming out.
Are you all right?
And the one of the actresses in it is the fucking, and it threw me off too. I was like, oh really? The Sodastream commercials. You know that girl that always does the Sodastream commercials?
Yeah.
She's in like a major movie coming up.
Okay, but she's on the cusp of like, she's not Flo and she's not the A&W dude.
But
Is it Dave?
Is
the guy's name Dave?
Oh, I can't remember. She's in a lot of soda. She's in at least 4 different Sodastream commercials. 5.
Yeah.
So when I saw her in a movie, I'm like, I don't know.
See, and like you recognize her from those commercials. I would probably be hit or miss. I might be like, oh, she looks familiar. I don't know if I can place her in those commercials. But you look at Flo, or we'll call him Dave. I don't know his name, from A&W. They're fucked, man. I mean, in a great way. I mean, they got a nice house, and I'm sure Flo gets free insurance, right? You'd think. Do you think that she's able to capitalize on some free insurance from Progressive?
Oh, she probably has free insurance for life.
Can you imagine she's a Geico girl?
Okay,
Can you imagine what a scandal that would have?
Okay, so this Sodastream, I was going to say, this Sodastream bitch, I don't know why I was going to say that. This Sodastream girl has been in a ton of...
Why are you so close to the mic again?
Sorry. This Sodastream girl has been in a ton of shit. I'm trying to find the movie.
I think if you're gonna land a Sodastream gig, then you're gonna.
That's what it is.
What?
She's in the upcoming Conjuring sequel. The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh,
the next Conjuring. She's
nice.
like one of the leads in it.
Good for her.
Yeah.
See, she takes the Sodastream gig, gets a few commercials out of it, and all of a sudden her notoriety goes up, and she gets a good paycheck. And now, like, this is oh my goodness!
Look, she did a lot of supporting. She was in Law and Order, Nosferatu.
All right, you know what? Fuck her.
Monsterland, Nosferatu, the Conjuring TV series, Law and Order.
Yeah, no, my celebrating her has turned into acute jealousy, and now no.
What, she's paid
I'm never
her dues.
buying a Sodastream.
She's paid her dues.
Yeah, I know, and I just good for her. Also, can I be jealous? Can I not be a little upset about that? Can I not be like, where's my Sodastream gig?
Well,
I don't look like the kind of guy that would do well on a Sodastream commercial.
Look at, I don't know what movie this is or seen, but
you look like the kind of guy that could do a hot sauce commercial. I'm surprised you never got that Frank's one.
It was because
this close.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up some painful memories.
My agent didn't want me to shave my beard fully off.
Yeah, I would have already done it. I would have sent my agent a video of me in the bathroom. Be like, this grows back.
It was me and one other guy. I get why they didn't though, because
weren't they gonna fly you to the Himalayan mountains or something?
No, to Prague. It was a
Prague.
5-day shoot in Prague, right before Christmas too. It would have been magical. Yeah, it was me and one other guy, and then
you lose some.
I saw the commercial though. I could see why they didn't want me to have a beard because I'm trapped under a rock, and it would look like I was trapped under the rock for like 4 weeks. You know, so
right.
Oh, I'm trapped. I want to.
Yeah, give me the hot sauce to lubricate my escape from this crevice.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't have worked if you had a beard at all.
So what was the premise of the commercial? Did he take hot sauce, then he sweat so much that he slid right out of there, or how did that work?
No. It was like a scene where people were saying, I could use a sandwich or something because he's trapped. And then they say, I can put hot sauce on that, like that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So it was funny because no one was helping him get out, but they were going to give him a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. It was like the
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, like some omnipotent being.
You're talking to
God.
Or the voice person in the commercial.
Right. So the voice commercial is like, "Hey, love this hot sauce," and then all of a sudden it like zooms out, and there's a guy trapped in a rock. He's like, "Hey, can I get some of that on the sandwich here?"
Yeah.
He's like,
exactly.
"Sure."
That's it.
And then it rains hot sauce.
Yeah. So if I had a full beard, it would look like I've been trapped under that rock for. It just didn't fit the scene.
Oh well, like I said, you lose some, you lose some.
Yeah. I think it would have.
You would have been fun, but you would have shit your pants on the flight or something. It wouldn't. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, when I have flights that I have to do for a real purpose, I don't. I'm not as afraid.
Right. Business.
Mm-hmm.
If it's business or pleasure, business you're all good. Pleasure, you're like, I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah, because I realize that it's when I get there. No, usually for pleasure because 2 of the times I had to run off the plane were because I was going to a stag where I'm going to have an anxiety attack anyways because everyone's just getting fucking wasted.
Because you just know that this plane is taking you directly into a vortex of chaos.
Yeah, and then I'm
so
just
you're
like,
not so much anxious about the flight. You're anxious about what awaits you on the other end of the flight.
Yeah, and then after it's all over, how the hell am I getting home from this?
yeah, because your hangovers, especially after a couple days, and then getting on a flight.
The one, Nikesh and Aaron. They always watch the. You know Nikesh. What am I saying?
Oh, yeah, he comes into my work all the time. Love the man.
His stag,
handsome bastard.
His stag was in Texas, and I was on the plane sitting in my fucking seat. They had to open the door.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I would have. I'm sure they were very compassionate for you, though.
They were annoyed.
Was it American Airlines?
WestJet.
Oh, WestJet was annoyed with you. I'm a little surprised. That goes against brand.
So far, I felt bad.
Because you were holding up the whole line.
Yeah, they had to open the fucking door.
Right.
They didn't push off yet, but they had the door shut.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a big deal to reopen that door. Well, I'll ask my brother. I think he's going to be playing with us later. We'll ask Adam if it's a big deal to open the door once it's sealed.
And then Air Canada, another stag. It was for Ketten stag. I think you've met Ketten too. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were so
Another
nice.
handsome bastard.
The door hadn't shut yet, but they were just about to, and everyone was in their seats, and they were like, "We're about to." And I asked the flight attendant, a man, really nice guy, older man, and I said, He's like, "I've seen this before," and I said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta get off. I know I'm gonna freak out." And he goes, "Oh, he had so much sympathy for me. He's like,
nice.
He goes, I can give you a drink, and then I'll walk around the plane with you."
Really?
Yeah.
What a sweetheart.
Yeah,
What a nice guy.
And I said, I can't believe you're saying that. Thank you so much, but I get into a place where I know I can't turn back.
Once the train's left the station, that's it. Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And then he took me off the plane, and then he went to the kiosk with me, at the front.
Yeah, like where you get where they scan your boarding pass.
Mm-hmm. And he got me a refund.
Oh my God! What, like, people? Shout out to that guy. What a nice guy.
He was a sweetheart. You could tell he was a veteran flight attendant.
Yeah. He'd seen it all. He could tell the assholes from the anxious people, right?
Oh yeah.
He's like, this guy's just having a bit of a tough time.
He was a sweetheart. I can't believe he said, "I'll get you a drink and I'll walk around the plane with you." And I was like, "Oh my God."
He's probably thinking, like, I don't have to work the beverage card. I get to walk around with this guy,
this
VIP
idiot.
style.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least you got a refund. That's good. There's some. I think having being a flight attendant, I think you have an inordinate amount of power, which is the way it should be.
Yeah, of course. You put up with a lot of shit.
Yeah. There was this. I'll never forget. Because like there's always that bullshit saying the customer's always right. I fucking hate that.
It's not true.
But I was on a flight with my wife, and there was a couple in front of us, and they asked the flight. They called the flight attendant over. We were still parked. We hadn't taken off yet. And they said, "Hey, we noticed some seats empty in first class. Can we just go up there?" And the flight attendant was like, "I'm sorry." Like, well, if the seats are empty, there's no one in there. Can we just, we would just like to go up there.
Thousands of dollars difference in price, buddy.
And the flight attendant was like, no, I don't believe you can." They're like, "Well, can we talk to your manager? Like, do you have like a
head
I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. It was two heavy set, fucking mid-50s. You could tell they're just fucking assholes. But they're trying to play off like they're being like they're not making some sort of abnormal request. Like, can I get a free upgrade just because I want it?
Can I have $10,000?
So then this flight attendant goes, "Yeah, one sec, I'll get you, I don't know, head flight attendant, whatever." This guy comes over. He was a smaller, white-haired gentleman.
Did he put them right in their place?
Dave, when I tell you I wanted to stand up and clap for this man. He said, "I'm sorry, what's the problem here? What's the problem?" You tell he came in already being like, "I don't have time for this," right?
Yeah, she probably explained to him already.
What's the problem here? And the guy said, "Oh, we were just wondering if we could possibly go up. We saw some empty seats in first class." And he said, he turned to like the other flight attendant and he said something. He's like, "Yeah, 1 second, please." And then the guy's like, "Yeah, we were just wondering." He's like, "1 second, please, sir." Talk to the other flight attendant. The other flight attendant hands him a debit machine, and he's like, "Yeah, so the upgrade from your seat will cost whatever the charge was." He's
probably
like
$6,000.
Yeah, whatever. He's like, "How'd you like to pay for that?" And the guy was like, "Oh, well, we were just hoping." And then he just stood there holding up the debit terminal, and the guy was like, "Oh, never mind then."
Yeah, like what was he expecting?
He's like, "Thank you, sir," and walked away. I was just like, "Beautiful,
beautiful." How dumb are you? Like,
beautiful.
The price point difference is.
It's insane. It's insane because I know. Because sometimes I check when I'm like, you know what? Maybe this time we'll go first class. Then I go like, why? I'm not going to be paying.
For one person to upgrade to first class or business class, it's like $2,000.
Yeah. No. I mean, some people would say good on you for trying, sir. I would say shut the fuck up. You know the rules.
Yeah.
It costs money, and like if someone gets by some twist of fate, some benevolent flight attendant goes, "You know what, guys? We got some seats. Let me upgrade you."
So
fine. That happens.
Part of that story. So when I rebooked the flight for later on that day, because I couldn't do the earlier one.
Wait. So you got off the flight, you got a refund, and then you immediately rebooked a flight. You know what, man? I got to say big ups to you.
Well, no, here's why I did. So later on that day, one of the guys was going to the stag later.
Okay. So you're like, I'm going to go with this guy.
He said, "Come with me, I'll help you out."
Okay, that makes sense. So you're like, okay, you know what?
I rebooked my flight. I got like a cheap ass, it was like $200. I had some credit. I got a refund and they gave me some credits too.
Wait, you got more than what you paid for?
I don't know why, yeah. So I had I got my ticket for like $245.
Yeah.
And then when we got to the guy I was with, his name's Dave. He's an older man. I think you met him.
Oh, yeah. Love Dave. Yeah. You know
a
lot of handsome guys, I got to say.
He's handsome. And he's very successful, I should say.
Yeah, dresses like it too.
Yeah, so
snappy dresser.
He was in the pod. He's like in the first class.
Oh, yeah. I like to call those the suctional because you can lie right back.
Yeah. And then when I got there, he's like, "Oh, you're in coach all the way at the back." Like I got the only, and he's like, there was a ton of seats in their business class, so it's middle class. It's like it's a small section right before first class.
Yeah, all these different fucking classes piss me off.
And then Sweethearty has paid. He said, "Oh, can this guy get an upgrade to the business class?"
Yeah.
And then it was the difference just to go to business class from my tour was $800.
Yeah, it's insane. But don't you get free drinks?
Free everything, and the seats are this big, and there's only it's so worth it. I didn't want to get off.
Yeah,
I wasn't scared anymore. I was like, can I stay here?
You went from I need to leave the plane right now to I'm never leaving this seat. Can I do a couple legs more?
It was the red eye. It was the midnight. The lights were on. The flight attendants were handing out coffee and cookies.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was just, and the blanket.
You feel like a prince.
Oh, and the TV screens are twice the size of the.
Yeah. They're like iPads.
Yeah, and I was just like, this is never.
I can't do it though. I can't justify it for me.
It is good for long flights. If you're going to England or something, I
was gonna say
Ireland?
we flew to England, and I was looking at the price difference. I can't. I'm like, I have my own iPad, so like the screen size doesn't do it for me.
The pod isn't worth it. I wouldn't say, but the business class ones, I would say. But
upgrading to business was like an extra. I want to say like an extra $800 to $1,000 total.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, that's like all of our hotels. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I couldn't.
It is all you can eat and drink though. So
well, here's the thing though. If I check my luggage on a flight, I always sit at the very back of the plane.
Oh, and they always give you free drinks.
That's what happened, right? So because I have to wait.
If you're polite to them too.
Yeah, and that also goes to show how
much
fucking insane people are. That if you're nice to someone in like the hospitality industry, they're so inclined to do a lot for you because they run into so many assholes so often.
Yeah, I took American Airlines to Florida, and it was like a brand new plane. This was like a brand new plane, not even a year old, and it was so nice.
And that new plane smell.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
All the seats were new, and it was like a cool interior of the plane. And the flight attendants were Americans, obviously. But I think they get even worse shit from people because the lady was like shocked how polite I was to her. And
really?
And she kept giving me free beer after free beer.
Oh my God.
She gave me 4 free Budweisers.
That's okay. Well, how long was the flight? I'll do you one better.
3.5 hours. And then I gave her a $20 tip on the walkout. I shook
amazing.
her hand and gave her $20.
There you go. Oh, you did the whole handshake with the bill?
Yeah,
that's good. That's sly. Yeah, I get you. This flight that we took to England though, checked luggage, so we're sitting in the back, and then it was like an overnight flight. So I was up because I don't sleep well on flights. So I had my iPad out, and I just asked the lady. I was like, "Hey, could I get a little Johnny Walker? Could I get and some rocks?" She's like, "No problem."
Isn't it so fun on a plane when you get
so
in the zone?
So fun. Well, yeah, especially when you get right in the pocket, right in that sweet spot.
I'm definitely scared of flying, but it's something.
But when you get in that sweet,
it's cozy up there.
I think there's something about it because like I'm along for the ride. So
nothing matters in the world. You don't have any care other than that get there alive.
Yeah. Someone could email me, text me. What doesn't matter. Can't do anything about it. Doesn't matter.
I'm on
just
a plane.
Chilling.
I'm 40,000.
So she hands me a Johnny Walker and a glass with some ice in it, and then I was expecting the debit machine. Like I had my card out. Doesn't bring it over. I was like, oh, maybe it's one of those things that she'll do in a little bit. And then I'm almost done. She's like, would you like another one? I said, yes, please. She's like, no problem. Kept him coming for like 8 hours, man. Just like every time I was a little low.
I swear to God, if you just show them a little respect.
Yeah, and it was perfect too because she didn't have to go anywhere because she was just hanging out the back of the plane the whole time. Just kept him coming. My wife was asleep. She wakes up. I'm like, I think they have 8 little bottles deep, 9 little bottles deep.
I think they must have a quota where they're allowed to because I've been gifted drinks. I took a shitty Allegiant Air. It's like a bus ride. You go to Bellingham and you take it to Palm Springs. It's a 2.5 hour flight. The guy gave me and Taryn and 5 Michelob Ultras each.
Oh, that's like water though. That's just like bottled water.
Yeah, but he was really we were nice to him and he knew he was kind of really friendly with us.
That's a good point though. They probably do have like a certain allotment where it's like, hey, you know what? We have this amount to give away. If you were in the
restaurant industry, you'd have to answer for 8 Johnny Walkers. You'd be like, where did these go?
Yeah. But if you're in the restaurant industry, they're showing up and they haven't paid a dime yet. If you're on a plane, you've already dropped a decent amount. And I guess here's the thing.
Oh, maybe
they must have an allotment because if you're in business or first class, it's free. So they don't have to track it. So if they all of a sudden were expecting to use up X amount of alcohol, but first class isn't drinking a lot, then all of a sudden, if you're nice to them, they're like, oh well, the allotment can go to the peasants.
Yeah.
We can. We're not even robbing from the rich. We're just taking their unused allotment.
Let's do a documentary on how.
I should ask Adam how that works.
There's got to be a reason, because I've been on numerous flights where they give me free drinks.
Yeah, I'll ask Adam maybe. I mean, not that he might not know, because
maybe we're not so special. What if they do it to everybody and we don't even know it because we're not?
That's true, but I've been on flights where it hasn't happened at all.
Yes.
But you're probably right. It probably does happen to everyone eventually. Anyone listening to this is probably like, yeah, it fucking happens to me all the time. You just say, what? You gotta say please and thank you.
Fuck.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna let those people take away my joy.
I knew I was special.
I don't think I was special. I just thought I was lucky.
On the American Airlines flight, I think I made a good impression, because they were like miserable to everyone else.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Did you did they know you were Canadian though? Because I feel like Americans always are
left
angry to other Americans.
It left from Vancouver, so I'm sure they know there's some Canadians on the flight.
Okay, this wasn't a connecting.
No.
Oh, okay, copy that.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it must have been no. It was probably from people coming from Texas to Vancouver.
Where's the next place you want to go?
Ireland.
When stuff opens up, Ireland. Hey. Yeah, I really do too. I think the next place I'm going to end up going though is Mexico. There's a wedding booked for next March.
Oh, so, I want to go to Ireland because it's so easy now. They have the direct flights right to Dublin.
Yeah. No, I would love to go back to Ireland. Maybe next year, but probably the year after. Hey, you get your shot tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
I do. 12 noon.
High noon.
Yeah.
You're getting shot at high noon.
And it's literally 4 blocks from my house.
Yeah, that's nice. Stumbling distance, as I like to say.
Yeah. I'll just wake up just hung to the nines.
Oh, really? Good for you. You're gonna crawl into a bottle today.
No.
Well, never say never.
No, just a couple.
Yeah. Just a few sniffs of port.
Port? No, I don't have any port. I don't like port.
I don't like it. It's way too sweet. It also reminds me. So I grew up going to my mother's dad's church. He was an Anglican minister.
That sounds creepy.
Yeah, and so we went to Anglican service for like the first 9 years of my life, and they would give the bread and the wine to youngsters, right? And I think they use port because every time I smell port, I'm instantly reminded of that golden goblet touching my lips and getting that first little bit of my medicine.
Yeah, I used to get wine at our mass at the Catholic Church.
Yeah, well, I think aren't you like 12 though?
Oh yeah,
or maybe it's
grade 8.
Like usually it's not wine. Depends. They're a little. It depends on where you go.
To me.
No. I mean, not every church does both bread and wine.
Oh, they don't?
No, some just do bread, I think.
Oh, the only churches I've been to always do wine.
Eastern Orthodox usually, I think they mix it.
What?
I could be wrong. There's a spoon involved. I remember that.
Well, and yeah, I mean the major masses where our whole school had to go to the whole.
Anyways, the whole point is, I'm pretty sure they use port at St. Faith's Anglican.
So now you don't like it. It brings back bad memories.
No, not bad, not good. Just
annoying.
It's very sweet. I'm not. That's why I don't like wine a lot of the time. It's kind of too sweet. I'm not a big fan of white wine.
Well, if I drank or ate something that reminded me of Sunday school when I had to go to it, I would not be happy about it.
You didn't like Sunday school?
No, it was boring.
I liked Sunday school because it was less boring than sitting in a pew for an hour.
No, I'd rather sit in the pew.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to participate. You have to keep your mouth shut, and you do your time, and you're done.
You do, yeah. Well, but what was your Sunday school like? Because my Sunday school was basically going into the basement and playing with toys.
No, we
actually
had to learn shit.
So you had to sit down like a school seminar, like a little.
Oh
class.
Yeah, the teacher opened up the good book and we discuss fucking.
No, I think we read a story maybe about Abraham and Isaac, a little bit of a wink, behave yourselves.
Version of the Bible, where they have the pictures.
Yes,
and stuff.
Yeah. That's what we did too.
But we'd go through it and in detail and talk about it. We'd play with toys. It would be
never pictures of Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a little weird.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why there weren't more pictures of that one. Never pictures of the fun stuff, hey? Never pictures of the orgies.
Yes, yeah. I don't think they want kids learning about that part of the good book.
Oh, selective learning now. I see how it is.
Yeah.
That's indoctrination.
Usually it was just Moses.
Anyways, yeah, we would just get read a story and then play with some cool toys that people had donated.
Yeah, no toys.
That was it. There was also a typewriter in the other room that I'd go and fuck with sometimes.
Also, I'm ashamed to say, but I went to a Mormon Sunday school.
Why are you ashamed to say that? You didn't get to choose.
Yeah.
You weren't like, I'm going to pick this one. And even if you did,
no, actually,
you were how old?
I'm not oh God, 6.
It's like, I don't think anyone can be ashamed of what they did at 6. You're 6. You're going with the flow.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not bashing the Mormon faith.
It seems like you are, because you said you're ashamed.
No, I'm not ashamed. Okay, I take it back. I'm just saying some of the practices are. I've seen Big Love. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of Mormons would love that. The touchstone for your knowledge of the Mormon faith is the HBO series Big Love with Bill Paxton, R.I.P.
Well, my parents didn't go down the same path as my grandparents. They stopped. They took us out. They couldn't do it anymore. And then I went to Catholic.
Choice.
They went Catholic.
Well, you know what they say. People want to be better for their children than they were for them. So, they're a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I can remember the day when my dad said, "We're out of here," and then we never went back.
We're out of here.
Literally
pulling the ripcord.
He literally pulled us out of class and said, "I'm not doing this anymore." I think he was.
Was it Sunday school class?
Sunday school class, yeah.
So you're in Sunday school.
Yeah.
And then all the other kids just got to watch you guys leave. Like you're it can happen to them too.
Yeah,
someday.
We are going back. It was like a epiphany.
Yeah. Like an "Oh Captain, my Captain" moment.
Yeah.
Where you stood on top of your desk and you went, "Fuck this," and you took your Mormon badge off and you threw it down.
Okay.
Is that what happened?
No, I mean for my parents. I remember them being like vindicated when they were leaving.
So this had been a long time boiling, and they were finally like, today's the day.
Yeah, not that they have anything against it. They're still fine that my grandparents were
right. Just they were like you know what? We're confident in going. This isn't for us anymore, and now we're gonna live our truth.
Yes.
That's great. Good for them.
Yeah.
Bonus for you.
My aunt's still practicing Mormon.
Good for her. Hey, whatever gets people through the day, man. Whatever helps people keep trudging, then I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You got to do what you got to do. Not my cup of tea.
No.
But that's, no judgment. Well, actually, a little judgment, but as long as you don't try and ram it down my throat, then, whatever.
All right. I can't believe we got into such religion.
Why not? It's the ties that bind.
Yeah. You know what I watched over? It was Shallow Hal. You remember?
Shallow Hal with Gwyneth Paltrow and Jack Black.
It's funny.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Although I'm going, I mean, probably 10 years, maybe plus. I'm gonna go out on a limb though and guess it wouldn't get made today.
Oh no! Well, no. There's always a good message though.
Okay.
So it's really offensive, but it's a good message.
What can you? Okay,
now I'm
gonna ask you, what's the good message? Is Tony Robbins in an elevator in that movie?
Yeah, he gets trapped in it, and Jack Black is really shallow. He only sees women for their beauty and not their brawn, or sorry, their intellect.
So basically, he hates fatties. Isn't that the kind of the movie?
Yeah.
Isn't the movie?
They're really shallow. Him and his
friend Mauricio. He's a bigger dude. So wait a minute. he only likes like supermodel type women.
Yeah.
So, and he himself is fat.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. So Tony Robbins hypnotizes him where he sees women's inner beauty instead of their outer beauty. So any attractive woman is very shallow. So they're ugly, and then any woman that's really unattractive has a kind heart and is nice, so they're hot. So Gwyneth Paltrow is like this 400-pound woman.
Right.
But she's like amazing person.
And
then when he meets her, it's so fucked up. He doesn't know that, like, they don't know that he sees them as hot, thin.
Yeah.
And he's at a mall and she's in the lingerie store and she's holding up a pair of panties for a nightgown and they're like this big. Yeah. And he goes up and he goes, "Did the spinnaker break on your sailboat?" He's like joking with her because he's like, "What the hell are you looking at these for?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Let me guess, you're building a parachute, or the spinnaker broke on your sailboat."
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So.
But it's like she's looking at him like, "You fucking asshole."
Yeah. I don't think that will get made today.
Yeah, and then like they're at a nightclub and he's like, "Oh, there she is," and his best friend is the guy I can't remember his name from Seinfeld, George from Seinfeld.
I'm looking it up.
What's his actor's name again? George from Seinfeld's name?
Oh, oh my God.
What the hell? What?
I'm thinking George Costanza, but that's not him.
Yeah,
it's Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander is his best friend, and he's even shallower than him. And he's like, there she is.
It's really interesting to me that they got guys that look like that.
He goes, there. She's right there. And he goes, behind the rhino?
Behind the rhino? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Because she's so big, and she's walking towards them. And he goes, there she is. And he goes, I don't see her. Where is she? Movie. She behind the rhino?
2001. Gwyneth Paltrow, Jack Black, Jason Alexander, Tony Robbins.
But they call him Banana Hands in it.
Tagline for this movie. Oh my God. The tagline is "True love is worth the wait," but wait is WEIGHT. Like, there's no fucking way this would get made.
No, but the Farley brothers always did movies about people. They always made fun of, because they do a lot of charity work.
Yeah. Following the advice of his dying father, Hal dates only women who are physically beautiful. One day, however, he runs into self-help guru Tony Robbins, who hypnotizes him into recognizing only the inner beauty of women.
Yeah.
Hal thereafter meets Rosemary, a largely obese woman whom only he can see as a vision of loveliness. But will their relationship survive when Hal's equally shallow friend undoes the hypnosis?
Yeah, so it's a message. And then they're getting burgers at a burger shack, and her chair breaks, but it doesn't break. The metal on the chair legs just bend up this way.
Yeah, I remember that part.
And the manager comes out and he goes, "What are you doing? This is we should sue." And he goes, "What's this chair made out of?" And he's holding it. And he goes,
"Oh yes, I
remember
this, yeah." Steel. What did it had a budget of $40 million. It made $141.1 million.
Oh yeah, it was really popular when it came out.
Not amongst critics.
Well, critics hate slapstick comedy.
Yeah, that's true. Teen Choice Awards, it won. It actually was pretty. I remember this very clearly now. Actually, in the summer 2002, I think I remember seeing this everywhere at Blockbuster. It was one of those classic. There was a couple years there where, oh man, I can taste the double gulp in my hand as I'm walking to Blockbuster.
There's a scene that everyone always see when they're about to have sex for the first time, and she walks over and it shows her thin body. And then she takes off her underwear and throws it at him, and he lifts it up, and it's like this big.
Right,
goes,
right.
Get over here, Houdini.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Do you know what happened to me? I got, I can't remember, but I got, I crawled into a bottle the other night, and I woke up the next morning, and I had ordered a DVD copy of Eurotrip on Amazon that's set to be delivered this week. No idea why, especially because it's free streaming on Amazon Prime.
What night was that?
I don't know. Maybe Saturday night, or we gamed on Saturday night, right? Or Sunday night? Sunday night, I think it was.
We didn't game Saturday night, did we?
Sunday night. I remember we were hanging out Sunday night, right? I think. Saturday night? I don't know. It was this weekend.
Sunday night. It was Sunday night. I had gotten after it a bit.
Anyways, I have a DVD copy of Eurotrip showing up tomorrow.
Yeah, you
don't know why.
Eurotrip's on every single platform.
Couldn't tell you why I did it, dude.
Well, I guess you want to add it to the fucking shelf.
Add it to the shelf. Yeah, Eurotrip was...
I just got a reminder about my COVID vaccination.
Nice. Tomorrow.
It says...
Here's your appointment reminder. Upcoming appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
At noon.
David,
Maybe, yeah. I mean, no, don't give any pertinent details.
Your first dose vaccination appointment is tomorrow. Your appointment details are below 12 noon.
Yeah, don't read those out, maybe.
I won't say the address.
That's smart. That's exciting. Almost exciting as my Eurotrip DVD.
It says get ready for your appointment. Wear a short sleeve shirt and a mask.
Yeah. Yeah. Too many people are showing up in business suits, I guess. They're having to take off
take their gear off? I wanted to get it done in my ass, but you have to get it in your arm, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why? They're not going to accommodate that. They're going to be like, what?
No, it needs to be in the muscle tissue.
Some little perv here showed up and wants us to stick him in the ass. That reminds me of a great story that I wish I could tell, but I can't.
Did you take a photo of your shot?
It says there's a big sign when I walked in. You're going to the same place I did, so there'll be some tents, like massive tents set up, and then right before you go in, it says no photos or videos.
Huh.
If you ask, maybe they'll let you. There's a little waiting area set up at the very end.
No.
There's a little waiting area set up at the end. I took a photo of myself in there, where you have to wait 15 minutes just to see if you have any allergic reactions.
What? You have to wait 15 minutes to see if you have allergic reactions?
Yeah, it's just a safety thing. I mean, you've been immunized before, right?
I years ago when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have an allergic reaction. You'll be fine.
I don't remember. Now you're scaring me.
Yeah, I know I did, but I bet I'd rather prep you right now and let you know they're gonna be waiting for 15 minutes at the end to see. Then you show up and then be like, oh, by the way, wait here, because then you're just gonna get in your fucking head. Well, not unless you're allergic to it, in which case, yeah, anaphylactic shock.
No. I mean, is there side effects to that? Do you feel groggy or sick?
It depends. So some people, first dose, like you're getting, you might feel like, kind of like a little crappy for a day. I didn't, but I also had COVID. So they're saying like your first dose, if you had COVID, acts more like your second dose in that.
Oh, because you've already been through it.
Yeah. So my arm was sore for a day. That was it. A lot of people at work have been getting their first doses, and no one has felt crappy, as far as I know. They've all said their arm was sore, and that was it. You'll be getting either Pfizer or Moderna, so they're mRNAs. I doubt, you might feel shitty for a day, but I doubt it.
What, I'll get jaundice?
Yeah, jaundice. You might lose an inch, so that's half your size gone.
Okay, well, then I'm canceling.
Yeah, you might lose an inch, but you know what? Hey,
if this
small
was a
price
major,
to pay, quite literally.
If this was a major disease, like a plague type,
yeah, like bubonic plague. Okay,
yeah,
lay it
where
on
people
me.
were dropping like flies, and
Yeah.
you could get a vaccine, but you lost 2 inches on your dink. Would you get it?
Great question.
That's a pretty serious.
Well, it depends on. I'll put it to you this way: I could lose 2 inches, I'd be fine.
Okay, you know what? That's a good answer, but.
So.
That would be a conundrum for a lot of people. Hey, life-saving vaccine, but a small.
What's my chance? What's my
penis.
chance? What's my chance of? So is this a disease where if you contract it, you're dead?
Oh yeah, like a 24-hour incubation period.
I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, right?
I'm talking Dustin Hoffman outbreak shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get it.
What?
You're the only people that are gonna be holdouts are. I can't even.
I guess it doesn't. But here's the thing. I guess it doesn't matter because everyone is going to get it because they want to live, and then a smaller dick is just going to be the new norm.
The new. That's exactly right. Yeah, you just roll back the average size.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
It's not like you're the only one
with a tiny penis now.
Yeah. What do you mean now? Tinier.
Okay, tinier penis. Yeah. So you're right. Yeah, that's a dumb one then because if everybody needs it to survive, everyone's dick.
It's not.
The bar is set lower.
Here's why it's not that dumb a question because there are people 100% that would not get it because of that.
They take their chances.
100%. There are people like that,
and if they make it, they'd be gods.
Yeah, that's true. They live in a bubble for a year till it's like they just go out in the woods till it's been eradicated. Then they come out and they're Mr. Tripod.
Panties are being thrown at them.
I don't know if they would, right? Because I think there would definitely be some level of the population that would look at them with disdain, being like, "You cared about 2 inches so much that you went and lived in a woods."
Well,
I mean,
and then look at me
meanwhile,
now.
society would have thrived to the point where androids would exist.
He'd say, "Well, darling, look at me now."
I don't think that Darlin would be a hit with that, right? I think the fact that he was a coward, and then also that he comes back and he's calling ladies Darlin, probably not going to get anywhere with his massively oversized, according to the new average.
He's got 2 inches on everybody in the world.
I don't know. I think that's not going to be I don't think that's going to be a deciding factor.
I think it's a major
It'll be
factor.
a factor, but not the deciding one. I don't think
it's a major fucking factor.
Well, for you it would be like you're like I don't care what kind of person you are, but you have that extra 2 inches. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, you know what?
I think I mean, he might be like a circus freak.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? He could do a Chippendales show where he's
like
packing.
A baby arm.
Yeah. What's the
tripod?
Yeah, I think that would be his nickname, but only amongst. I think honestly, he would only be revered by other dudes. I don't think a lot of. I could be wrong. I don't think a lot of women would be like, "Wow, yeah." I think a lot of guys would be like, "Fuck, that's him. That's Jeremy."
Oh, well,
look at Jeremy. Okay, that's him, the man. I think a lot of guys.
Well, that's cool,
I think it's guys that have more.
You're the alpha dog.
Guys have more an obsession with dick length. I think.
But then
There's
you're
always
the,
guys talking about
then
it.
you're the alpha dog. That means you're the big guy.
I mean, sure, but I think you lose your alpha dog status by going like, well, hang on, we all went through it. We were in the trenches, and you just fucked off to hang out with your dick for a couple years. So that's where you lose alpha dog status.
It's brave, though.
It's not. What's brave about it?
Well, that you sacrifice so much for that extra.
You literally sacrificed for yourself. You sacrificed not being in society for your dick length. I think I applaud those people for leaving because I don't have to know them.
I guess
Well, we all know you'd lead the commune charge into the forest for a couple of years, and you guys would start your own fraternity of above average size penises now because the average size had gone down because of the inoculations. I think we'll wrap it up there for this week. Anyone that wants to save their... What are you looking at right now?
Average penis size.
What is it?
6 inches.
Okay. So you're already in trouble.
I'm already below the bar,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're definitely wrapping it up there. Everyone, get out your tape measures. Let us know this week how you'd fare. Would you go and join Dave's commune, or would you just take the vaccine because you can afford the 2 inches?
I'd have to tough it out.
Yeah, I know you would. We otherwise you'd be nicknamed the Ken doll.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
there's Ken. Yeah, we're gonna
they call me Micro Mike.
All right, that's enough. Okay, thanks very much, guys. We love you. Keep trudging. We'll talk to you next week.
Okay.